Hi everyone, my name is Genesis and I work as an educator at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. Today, let's make art inspired by the artist Alma Thomas. Alma Thomas loved to explore color. She did this as an artist and art teacher, teaching in Washington, D.C. public schools for over 35 years. Many of her paintings include only one color or a few colors. These paintings often show her love of nature. This one is called Pansies in Washington. Now it's your turn to experiment with color and line. Together, we'll make a collage of small squares, each one decorated in patterns inspired by Alma Thomas. Let's take a look at the different materials we'll be using for today's Art Tales activity. We're going to be cutting out paper squares, so you can use whatever paper you can find at home that you think looks cool. I have colored paper, scrap paper, magazine, and newspaper. First, we'll use a ruler to measure out 12 inches by 12 inches on a big sheet of paper. This is where we'll glue our little squares. For all of our squares to fit together, our background needs to be a square too. So let's use our scissors and cut that out. Now we're going to measure out the 9 smaller squares that are going to fit in our big square. Measure out a square that is 3 inches long by 3 inches wide on a piece of paper. Then take 2 more sheets of paper and line them up behind it. Cut them out. And now you have 3 squares. Do this 2 more times with different sheets of paper. And now you have 9 squares. Try out different colored squares next to each other so you can see the difference. How do green and red look next to each other? Green and blue, or green and yellow? Now that we have all of our squares, it's time to decorate them however you want. The only trick is that you can only use one color per square. Try and find different ways to make marks and lines on your squares. Try thick lines, thin lines, curvy lines, try long lines, hold the paint stick in a different way. Just have fun with it. Now that I've made 9 squares using different types of lines, using different colors, it's time to put them together like a puzzle. Except this puzzle doesn't have just one right answer. Now you can try putting the squares together in different ways to create different patterns. Once you've found your favorite arrangement of squares, it's time to glue them down on paper. How do the different lines on your paper and on your squares fit together? How do the different colors look together? And how did Alma Thomas inspire your work today? Thank you for joining me for this Art Tales activity. More Art Tales can be found in the education section of our website at www.nga.gov/arttales. There you can find more fun art making and art looking activities inspired by Thomas and other artists. Hope to see you again next time.